Right, I want to give all praises and due to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, and double honors to the episodes of GMS. And salutations to you brothers out there doing this work, truth, and sincerity. Real quick, I want to do this video on blessed he that readeth, because, you know, being in this truth, this is the most important thing, man, is to read. And through the Spirit, the Lord be with you. You will understand the complete breakdown of these scriptures, you know, and perfect content, you know, not how these so-called pastors and these churches bring out this truth, but how the apostles and elders of GMS bring it out through the Spirit of the Father and the Son, Yahweh, Yahweh Shai. This is Revelations. As a matter of fact, I'm going to just start at 1. It says, Revelation chapter 1, verse 1. The revelation, which means revealing, of Yahweh Shai Mashiach, which the Most High gave unto him, to show unto his servants things which must surely come to pass, right? Which is the prophecies. Death, destruction, a prophecy of the brothers out on the highways and byways, teaching his word in truth and sincerity, you know, and rebuking those that do wickedly, like the scripture says, you know. And it says, and he sent and sanctified it by his angels unto his servant John, right? Which John was, you know, one of the servants of Yahweh Shai, as the scripture says. But also it says up here, it says to show unto his servants things which to come. So, hey, you know, you being shown these things that's to come upon this wicked kingdom of America is the most beautiful thing. So, in your best ability, you have to keep studying, keep reading, you know. It says, verse 2, who bear record of the word of the Most High, and of the testimony of Yahweh Shai Mashiach, and of all things that he saw, right? John saw. So also, we being servants of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, we see the same things. You know, things that was described and showed unto them, you know, we actually see these things because we're living in that time. You know, the scripture says, blessed is he that readeth, right? So in order to be blessed to read, you have to be reading, you know. And what do you have to be reading? You have to be reading this book, man. Matter of fact, I'm gonna grab a scripture real quick and I go back to that Revelations. This is I believe it's in Isaiah. This is Isaiah 34 and 16. It says, seek ye out of the book of Yahweh and read. Also, these scriptures are constantly telling you to read. So you can never think you know too much. The thing is you don't know enough. So you have to be humble as possible in this thing, and you have to constantly keep yourself in a state of a spiritual mindset. You cannot keep yourself in a state of a carnal mindset. What does scripture say? Those who are of carnal shall be put to death, to roughly paraphrase that scripture. You know, so like the scripture says, seek ye out of the book of Yahweh and read. No one of these shall fail, none shall want her mate. For my mouth it have commanded, and his spirit it have gathered them. Right, because the Lord have gathered his servants that's out and doing his work continuously and constantly, which is mainly the GMS camps and other camps that's teaching this thing in truth and sincerity, and doing this thing with the best of their ability, man. You know, this is what you have to do, man. You have to constantly keep yourself refreshed in the scriptures. If you're not doing that, then demons will hop on you, man. So that protection that's around you is dimming out. Your light is being dimmed out because you're not keeping that light burning. In order to keep that light burning, you have to set it ablaze with what? With these scriptures, with this word, man. It says, blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the word of the words of this prophecy. So hey, this is what we doing out there on the highways and byways is speaking his word through prophecy. Why? Because it was prophecy that the Lord will have his servants out there in the last days. And when the servants be out there in the last days, then the end shall come, man. So brothers in the truth and brothers that's getting in the truth, you know, keep yourself reading. You know, don't read too much. You know, Ecclesiastes, when you go into the book of Ecclesiastes, it tell you that, man. You don't want to read too much, but read just enough, man, to keep yourself always refreshed. You know, to keep yourself humble. You know, examine yourself. You know, it says, blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand. The time is at hand, man. So it ain't time to be getting weak, being faint-hearted, being emotional. This is a time to harden up and gird up your loins like a man. This is Ezekiel, the 3rd chapter, man, because brothers have to understand to stay in the scriptures. You know, if you're not too busy at work, or if you're on your lunch break, you know, you could pull out your phone, have a Bible app, read, or you could be at home, pull out the book, read a few chapters and whatever book you want to read in, you know, and you know, or on your way to work if you have Bluetooth or whatever the hell, it doesn't matter. Even if you have a phone, you can play a YouTube video of the apostles or other brothers just to keep yourself, you know, in the spirit, you know. Of course, you want to keep yourself hidden in the world, you know, like Superman. You know, Superman only take his cape when time is at hand, man, when time be at B, you know. So that's when you want to, you know, unleash yourself, is when we out there on the highways and byways. But you know, on your day-to-day, you know, your everyday week where you have to go to work, you have to be at home, you know, you have to be at work, you have to deal with the 2/3 on a day-to-day basis, then you need to keep that cape hidden under your clothes, man, you know, so to speak. This is Ezekiel chapter 3 verse 1. Moreover, he said unto me, son of man, eat that thou findest, eat this roll, and go speak unto the house of Israel. So this is a part of rebuking Israel, man. Is us going out there speaking, because we're speaking the oracles of the Most High. And you know, 2/3 of our people are going off following this devil, which is Esau, the Edomites, the so-called white man. You know, so we're speaking unto our people, we're rebuking them, because 2/3 is going to get put to death. And mainly we out there just to wake up the elect, so brothers could get up out of here. Like Revelations, the 7th chapter tell you, you know, he's going to hold back the 4 winds until the servants be sealed, you know. And it says, so I opened my mouth, and he caused me to eat that roll. And he said unto me, son of man, cause thy belly to eat, and fill the bowls with this roll that I give thee. Then did I eat it, and it was in my mouth as honey for sweetness. You know, and it speak of the same thing in the book of Revelations. Also in Revelations, the 10th chapter, the 9th verse, you know, where the angel gave him unto the book, and he ate it. And, you know, it's the same thing. So, you know, just brothers need to stay, you know, reading. Blessed is he that readeth. Open the book of the Lord and read. You know, eat the whole roll. Don't eat half the roll. Don't think you know more than you already do. You know, you really know nothing, to be honest with you. You know, the scripture says, he that think he knows something know nothing, but yet he ought to know, man, because there's still learning you have to do. Matter of fact, I'm going to grab that, then I'm going to end it from here. Salakia, bear with me. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 8 verse 2. It says, and if any man think that he know of anything, he know of nothing yet as he ought to know. So there's more things throughout these scriptures that you need to know, starting from the basics. With the basics, that's how brothers are building their foundation. You know, without the basics, then you don't have a foundation. Your foundation will crumble, and it won't stand. You know, and it won't be grounded. So you gotta have the basics. You have to read. You know. So there's, you know, things you have to know, and it's truth in order to stand strong out there on the highways and byways as a man. But I'm gonna go ahead and end it from there and say, you know, all praises and due to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, and double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS, and salutation to you brothers out there doing this work, truth and sincerity. Keep reading, stay humble, endure. Shalom.